Ladies and gentlemen, hello again. This is Damiano B. Centola, coming you today with this was my 7th book I wrote. It is titled Jewish Holidays. Jesus teaches us through sacred scripture, by myself, Damiano B. Centola. The book will look like something of this nature, with the seasons and the menorah. So you're going through the different seasons. And being a born-again Christian, a Pentecostal Christian by faith and by family, I wanted to get to know a little bit more about the Jewish holidays. And so I begin. Here in my book, I start off with a lot of things, but I'll start off with the table of contents to get us started. I start off in Pesach. This would be during the spring in Israel. In the old country, we'll take spring. And in spring, God wrote and shared with the Israelites the festival of Pesach, the Passover. Also in this time of year is the Shag HaTzmazot, which is a feast of unleavened bread. Then we go into Bikurim, the Firstfruits. And you people who are Jewish, you could correct me on any of this. I'm just going by what I've learned. Okay, so we go from spring, summer, fall, winter, in that order. This is how the book is written. In the summer festival, the counting of the Omer, Sefirat Omer. Then we go into the Feast of Weeks and the Pentecost. That would be Shavuot. Moving on to fall, we celebrate Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and Sukkot, the Feast of Tabernacles. In winter, we celebrate the festivals of lights. That's Hanukkah. So let's go over these. I put this in Hebrew for those who read this Hebrew language. Oops, very touchy here. This is my own handwritten descript, so if I did anything incorrect, you please share that with me. My pronunciation is of a Sicilian dialect, Sicilian the language, broken English, broken Italian, Sicilian, mixing in with Hebrew. So let us try. Chene se Elohim Hanos Hatat Aholam. Behold the Lamb of God who takes away the sins of the world. John 1:29. These holidays are not merely Jewish traditions. These are God's appointed times known as Moedim. 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 In each one, Jesus the Messiah is revealed in shadow and substance, in prophecy and fulfillment. This book is a journey through sacred seasons, not man-made holidays, but divine appointments. In my previous book, Divine Encounters, I used Hebrew vowel markings to help new readers engage with the sacred language. However, for this work, which deals with the appointed times of the Lord, I have removed all the nikuds from the Hebrew in honor of the ancient Torah scroll tradition and the purity of the text. This is not a work of convenience, but of reverence. The Hebrew language here stands as it does in our most sacred traditions, bare, bold, and true. Hence, that's why I paused for such a time, just to reflect that and make sure I respect the Jewish culture and the Jewish tradition. Very important. Translations and transliterations, both, remain to guide pronunciation, but the words themselves remain intact and holy. Kimkam Hamashiach Pisachunu Dishba. For Christ, our Passover Lamb, has been sacrificed. Corinthians 5. That was in chapter Corinthians 5, 7. I know it's in chapter 5. Let me share that with you. Purge out, therefore, the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened. For even Christ, our Passover, is sacrificed for us. Therefore let us keep the feast, not with old leaven, neither with the leaven of malice and wickedness, but with the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth. 7 through 8. That people was the protection from the plague. He did not merely protect from plague, he redeemed from eternal death. Just as Israel was commanded not to break any of the lamb's bones, so too none of Yeshua's bones were broken, fulfilling Exodus 12:46 and Psalms 34:20. This feast teaches us that salvation is not earned, it is received through blood. Reflection. Do I still try to earn what has already been offered freely? Do I live as one covered, as one redeemed? In prayer, Lord, I thank you for the blood that speaks louder than judgment. Your sacrifice was not partial, it was complete. You are my Pesach. Let me never take it lightly. Let me never forget the cost of my freedom. People, it's so important that we understand these things. I had to pull up my preface from one of my other accounts. I'm going to share with you my preface for Jewish holidays. Jesus teaches us through sacred scripture, or sacred seasons, I would say. That's better. This is live, and I am explaining as I go because some of it wasn't entered. Jewish holidays. This is my preface for Jewish holidays. Jesus teaches us through sacred seasons. The sacred calendar of Israel is more than a sequence of ancient observance. It is a living rhythm through which God has revealed his character, his covenant, and his redemptive plan. Each appointed time, each feast, each holiday and holy day, may I say, was crafted with precision, not merely to instruct the nation, but to unveil the heart of the Messiah who would one day walk amongst his people. This book was born out of a simple conviction that every feast and festival ordained by God contains a prophetic whisper that points to Jesus, from the Passover Lamb, the firstfruits of resurrection, from the giving of the law at Sinai to the outpouring of the Spirit at Pentecost, from the wilderness wandering to the hope of the world to come. The Jewish holiday reveals not only the story of Israel, but the story of redemption itself. Many readers approach these festivals as distant traditions, belonging to another people in another time. Yet Jesus himself observed them, taught through them, and fulfilled them. To understand the feast is to understand him more deeply, his mission, his mercy, his identity, and his invitation to humanity. The holiday becomes windows through which the light of the Messiah shines bright, bringing history, prophecy, and spiritual meaning into perfect harmony. My aim in these passages is simple: to honor the sacred seasons as they were given, without alterations or embellishments, and to explore how Jesus stands at the center of them all, drawing from scripture, historical content, and theological insight. These works seek to bridge the ancient and the eternal. The festivals are not relics, but revelations. They speak still. As you journey through this book, may you see that generations long to see, the redemptive thread woven through every holy day, the promise embedded within each season, and the Messiah who fulfills every appointed time with grace, truth, and glory. May these sacred rhythms draw you closer to the God who writes his story in time itself. Damiano B. Centola. So I hope you enjoy this book. It was fun writing. It was fun clarifying. And I learned so much from this. I love my Jewish families. And I love their culture. And I just want to entwine it with mine. I want the Catholics, the Christian Protestants, and the Jewish people to really understand one another. We have such really rich historical traditions in our faith. And I just want everyone to be able to share that. So from me to you guys, thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. God bless you. And ciao for now. Thank you.
I choose